Well, here we are. Back again. Part 2. If you didn't see part 1, go ahead and watch part 1 and then come watch part 2. But I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. I'm not surprised that we're going to have this part 2. I'm telling you, like they say, a hit dog will holler. A hit dog is hollering. Okay? You take that shit out there. We don't want to hear it in here. Take that shit out there. It don't surprise me. You don't scare us up in here. We'll be doing part 27, part 42, part 893. We're getting this shit out, even if we got to stay up the whole 24 hours doing part after part after part. Something about to be seen, heard, and known. Say it. Think it's a game. You could think it's a game if you want to. Telling you. Yep. See, somebody didn't realize that you finding somebody perfect that mirrors you, something that they couldn't provide. It ain't the player. It is truly the game. Step your game up. Somebody need to step that game up. Whew, Lord, that pissed me off. I said, that hit dog hollering. Did I speak the truth? Did I hurt your little feelings? Well, too damn bad, tink tink. Don't nobody give a shit over here. In fact, we like to hurt your feelings over here. Anyway, take me a sip. I'll go get my blood pressure up tonight. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Yeah, you know what you want. You know what you want, and your heart know what you want. And Spirit said, you know that Spirit know that you know that you know Spirit know that you know what you want. You feel me? You dig? And Spirit said, I'm going to give you exactly what you're asking for. Just do what I said. Get rid of that old shit. Don't be looking at it. Get rid of that one that think they just know everything. That one. Get rid of the one that feel like they know everything. The expert on every motherfucker. Like they gonna tell you everything. Get rid of that one. Spirit said, keep on your path. That other one is coming. You know. Yep. Yep. The one that's more balanced with you is still out there. Don't let this one deceive you, thinking that this one that just because they got some pocket change that it's gonna be all good. You already see it. You already see it. You already know. You already see it. You already know. Somebody's a little egotistical. They already, not really showing them their true selves. So we know what's up with that one. Let's see, bottom of the deck. We got 4 of Pentacles. And what's up with this mother trucker holding back? Somebody holding back like they can't, and like this the one who don't appreciate you. That's the one who don't appreciate you. Seriously, I'm telling you, they think that just because they have money, somebody's supposed to be happy. Somebody's supposed to be ecstatic. Whenever they don't realize you already have everything that you need for a while and then some. In fact, you would just be giving that person a leg up. Okay? See, this person don't realize, yes, you are marriage worthy. You got them all different types coming to you. You got the emperors, you got the slick ricks, you got the this, you got the that. You know, but they all sad because you are very choosy about who you give your cup of love to. You ain't just giving your love to anybody. This the truth. This the truth. You will sit on your shit until you get what you really want. Okay? And see, somebody thought that you was just hoeing in the street, 304 an area code. They could, that you was just gonna lay down with whatever. They see that because they was planning it. They was planning. They was thinking it was gonna work out. They thought it was gonna work out. But see, somebody didn't realize how happy you already were within your own existence, and that's why you was like, "Wait, what? 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 No, no, no. Stop, stop, stop. I will remain single as opposed to except this little shit. Is that if that's all you offering? I'm good." Somebody was like, "You're not accepting my offer?" Wait, what? It was like, fuck no. No. Fuck no. Fuck no. No, no. You do like this with get away from me. Fuck no. You already saw they was holding back anyway. Holding back. They couldn't see your value, didn't see your worth, probably lazy, you know. And then it's like this is somebody that would sit here and like they want to be free. They want to be free. But then when they're free and they get bored, then they want to come back in. Okay, only because they don't want to tell you why they came back in, Well, the only reason I'm back is because me and Marsha didn't work out like I thought we were. That's why I wanted to be free in the first place. But since I know that Marsha is not as good as you, that's why I want to come back to you. So I was like, bye, Marsha. I'm going back. Because she's an earth angel. You're just crazy. I'm going back to the earth angel. So I'm back. Here I am. Surprise. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yes, somebody tripping. Yeah. Told you, yeah, they tripping. Acting like they don't know they got themselves in a little bit of a pickle. Okay. You didn't got yourself in a little bit of a pickle. Okay. Talking about something you want to be free. Go on then. Bye. Ain't nobody stopping you. Bye. All that wish didn't come out, huh? Now, the wish didn't come out, huh? Oh, sorry, little ting ting. Now somebody wants you to open up your cup of love again. Sorry, the cup of love is closed and the cookies are gone. Nope. Somebody know that they did this to themselves. Yep. They did that to themselves. That's the truth. But you're going to get your just due. Yes, you are going to get your just due. Yep. Yours is right around the corner. Seriously, right around the corner. This is a gift from the universe, from God. Right around the corner. It's coming. It's on its way. Expect to hear some message. Some message maybe about something from work or something. Some type of invitation. Somebody gives you some type of invitation from work. And at first you're like, no, no, no. No, no, I don't get down like that. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Didn't they say something like, well, there's gonna be, an open bar and free food? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Leave me some information. Maybe I don't know. But no, no. Well, because I don't like to mix business with pleasure. I don't like mixed business with pleasure. You know, something like that. Somebody like, well, you know what? I'm really interested in you. If you with me, you ain't got to work. And somebody like, well, you know what? Give me the address. Give me the address and what time. What's the dress like? Dress attire like? But I'm just letting you know. You know, I'm not really like that. They're like, no, no, no. In fact, here, let me give you some money so you can get you an outfit. I don't know. Okay, okay. Something like, give me some money so I can go to like some nice place and get something. You know. They're like, okay. All right, well, see you there. Went from a whole hell no to a all right, I'll be there on time. I will be on time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Should I bring an overnight bag? Hmm? Yep. So I'm talking about something. Oh no. I am not like that. End up like exactly like that. Exactly like that. Like that's your MO to a T or some shit like that. They got you whenever they said, oh, you can eat, now you can drink. It was like, wait, what? What kind of food? How many different types of what kind of liquors? Bottom shelf, top shelf, top shelf? How many bars? How many bartenders? That many? All you can eat food? What about to go bags? And to go bags? Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. What's the soonest I can get to the gate? What's the soonest I can get to the gate? Can I bring a flask for some of the liquor? I could bring it. Oh, yeah. You know what? I got this leather flask. I'm going to bring that because I want to just see how it, feels up with the liquor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to keep it in case, I want to take a sip. Not while we together, but later when I'm right at home. I wonder if I can get some other than flask at the time. But anyway, what's the message? I don't know. Somebody feels really confident. I feel like you feel really confident, you know? And somebody didn't realize that. They didn't realize how confident that you were, how courageous you are. Yeah. Now somebody they wanna this I feel like this is somebody that maybe somebody you work with, somebody you meet through work, but they wanna come towards you. I'm telling you, they wanna travel to see you, they wanna come towards you something. Or maybe this is just somebody that you know. That could be a king of wands, fire sign. I mean, because maybe you had to walk away from this person to protect yourself or something, or a situation. Maybe you had to leave a certain situation to protect yourself. It could have been something legal. I don't know. It could have been something that was justified. You know, could have been something between you and someone that was younger than you. Had to do with some type of love situation. And there was somebody else that was in the middle creating some type of burden. And now the truth is that shit is over. That shit is over. And now this person is coming to their senses or waking up or having realization or something like that, and maybe wants to communicate, about something that happened in the past and some type of judgment call that had to be made, or was made about this person's emperor, and this emperor feels bad about, you know, doing something, giving something. This emperor feels bad about something. Yeah. Could be because that meant that you had to be single, do something completely by yourself. Like you always had to work by yourself. You always had to do something by yourself. Like you had to raise a household by yourself. Yeah, I feel like somebody, yeah, they want to come, they want to apologize because what they see about you is that, yes, you've handled business. You are most definitely, worthy and trustworthy and, all these things. So, yeah, somebody, what's the message? Or somebody's having to find the courage to move towards you. I mean, to come towards you. Yeah, because something is out in the open. They can't hide nothing anymore. And about somebody that walked away and why they walked away. Once again, them walking away and defending themselves. That was justice. That's what led to justice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially since somebody's money is now acting funny since something happened because they realized they lost a gift. You was that gift, or this is an opportunity that that's not working out. Because like maybe they wouldn't know how to handle it, but you would, or and then too. So this young child had heard something about this collaboration or knows something, you know. Mm-hmm. But you would know how to handle something. You would know how the perfect words to say to soothe something. What's the message, Spirit? Yep, exactly. You know the perfect words to say to soothe something. Because you are who you are. This person that need to give you your flowers, they need to give you your props. You are that perfect person to say what needs to be said to soothe any and every situation. I'm telling you, any and every situation because you rule with an iron fist for real. So this young person, knows about this situation or partook in this whole situation, and now something is turning around. Something is going back against somebody who was involved. This child saw something about somebody that was involved in something, and now something is going back around to one of the people that was involved. Because, see, it's almost like they didn't know that somebody saw them commit something against you or do something. And so now all that shit's got to come right back around. So it's like oh, and that was the truth. So that's that whole. Now somebody wants help or saving from this situation that they created. That's the situation that they created. Now they want somebody to help them save them from it because somebody else saw them working to cut you out or to do you wrong or something. They didn't realize. People think that nobody ever sees them do anything. That's not the truth. That is not the truth. Hey, I was out to eat lunch last weekend, and a cousin of mine who doesn't even live in the same state or city. Wait, I wasn't even in the same city that I reside in. I went to a different city to have lunch with someone. My cousin, who lives in a different state and city, was at the same place. I was sitting there. I was like, "Dang, that looked just like my cousin." I got up. I called her name. She looked around. I said, "Stay right there. You think that nobody knows you, nobody see you. You're wrong. Okay? Somebody understand now that plan that came back to hurt them. That came back to be a burden for them. Now somebody, like I said, something that they said about you or some lie, some rumor. Now somebody want to retract that. They want to be saved from that because that shit is coming back to haunt them. Coming back to haunt them. And they needed to apologize for that shit, for creating this chaos. They created this. I'm telling you, somebody is coming with some information, with an apology, with something. Hey, Red Violet, J Mike, Diane. Hey, Deborah, Shaylin. And Queen Jade. Hey. Yeah, I should have said something earlier, y'all, but I was so upset. I was like, listen, this because you get your feelings hurt, don't stop our live. You got your nerve. You got your nerve. What's the message? That's too many. Well, I guess that wasn't too many. Because it gave me a whole bunch more. Let me see. Yeah, see, somebody's even confused. So somebody want to sit here and say they was confused about like who. Okay, so that so that somebody want to sit here and say that they was confused about like who somebody was in the family, really. Okay, and so it's like they want to sit here and say that this is why the person that they was following behind was sitting here. Oh shit. Like those falling behind was one that was creating the mischief, that was the one that was spinning the tail or whatever, and trying to give trying to create problems and the one that was the agitator, the aggressor, and that's why you walked away. But see, somebody don't realize that this person, regardless of what you did, why you did, this person has to come to you. Okay? First of all, they have to apologize. Secondly, they got to give you your flowers. Third, they got to give you your props for always having their back, for providing that stability that they didn't have. Fourth, they got to tell you about everything and even tell you why you would even listen to somebody who wasn't, it's like somebody, if they want to sit here and say they was confused about something, somebody's like, okay, well, why wouldn't you ask for clarity whenever it comes to a love situation, a loving bond, a relationship from God? Why are you going to remain in the dark? Why are you going to remain in the shadows? Why wouldn't you want to heal this shit? See, this is somebody's going to have to ask them this hard, point blank, D, motherfucking end questions. Come out with the truth, motherfucker, or don't come out here at all. Ain't nobody got time to deal with no motherfucking bullshit. Hey, Bobby doll, how are you? Don't nobody got time to deal with no bullshit. And see, somebody's understanding that little sneaky ass motherfucking ghost and I'm trying to do all this shit undercover, all that bullshit. That shit fucked them up. That's why they ended that shit. That's why they shit ended. Somebody seeing now, they should have just been on the up and up whenever they had the chance to be on the up and up, instead of walking around trying to ask them for fishy in the cup shit. Come on now. Everybody know, if you stab somebody in the back that trusted you, then you make it so that person can no longer trust you. Then when you need somebody, who can you trust? Like, this is not rocket science. This shit don't even take no fucking college degree. This shit it don't take no long time to figure no shit out. It really don't. This shit is common sense. Common sense. I'm going to treat you the way I want you to treat me. Because if I don't, guess what? Somebody can treat me worse than what I was treating you. Don't think about that shit either. There's a whole lot of people in that world. Yeah, there's a whole lot of people in the world with some tricks for your ass. What's the message? Somebody said, come to me with the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, or don't come at all, because I will use this sword I got. Somebody said, don't come acting like you holding back. Fuck that. You better tell me everything. And don't think that I don't know certain shit just because I ain't saying certain shit. You did? Somebody they don't believe that the spirit talks to you. They don't believe that spirit talks to you, communicates with you, tells you when somebody is omitting shit, is trying to be slick, sly, tells you when you need to put an end to certain shit, You got the right one, the wrong one, all wrapped up in the same damn one. Somebody see they cannot lie to you. You can try. You can try. You can try to lie. Try to lie. You can try to lie. Try to lie. You can try. You can try. You can try to lie. Try to lie. Yeah, somebody you can try to lie, but I'm gonna figure that shit out. I'm gonna send your ass to fucking spiritual jail, and then what you're gonna try to lie ass gonna do? Trust me, you don't want this motherfucking smoke, motherfucker. You don't want that smoke. You better take you and your little goony goo goo friends better take that bullshit somewhere else. Somebody like, shit, you don't know who I am. You don't know who you fucking with. You don't know. You don't know. Listen, I am a chosen one, baby. Let me let you know that. I am a chosen one. You see how I'm way above y'all? You see, you can just, all you got to do is lean up to kiss my feet. Okay, motherfucker? Let's get some shit straight. Okay? There's only like 144,000 of us all over the world, okay? So anytime you see somebody like me floating up, you better beware. Okay? Shit. You better stop some shit. Shit. Somebody you think I'm playing, huh? Keep it up. Keep it up. What's the message? What is the message? Yeah. Somebody did not realize stabbing you in your back like that was going to have these consequences. They're kind of shocked. Yeah. They shocked because they didn't know it was going to have consequences like that. A judgment call was made. Somebody did not know stabbing you in your back like that was going to have some for real consequences. They're like, well, they're like this. Well, I will be damned. Mm, 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 mm. Who knew? Who knew? Yeah. They just thought you was a regular schmegular. They didn't know you was an earth angel. See, I don't know what it was. Maybe you wasn't dressing up enough or something. Shit, I don't know. Did you have the girls out or something? Or if you was a guy, did you have the, I don't know, whatever body part y'all would have out? I don't know. The butt? I don't know. I don't know what the y'all, what y'all, do. Bottom of the deck. Something's going to have a new opportunity to work with somebody. Could be, or work at a new company. Not as exciting, but it's exciting. Something about the competition. Somebody's not going to be realizing that there's going to be stiff competition. They don't realize it's going to be some stiff competition. They think it's going to be the same as always. They show up on the scene. They look so damn gorgeous. They get the guy or girl, and that's it. But no, it's a totally different ball game now. It's a totally different ball game. Okay. People is out here doing shit. Okay, with the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands, with the Magician and the Emperor. Yeah, people is out here doing things. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Devil card. Yeah. So it's kind of feeling like somebody was in a relationship for a few years, maybe they just got out of a relationship. And when I say a few years, I mean like, 10 years, something like that. Maybe more, maybe a couple less, I don't know. And now they're back in the dating pool, if that's what you want to call it. And so they're thinking, oh, I still look good. I kept myself up. I'll just find another person that, wants to do it. They finding that the competition is stiff. Stiff. Like, it used to be, we only had to worry about like the people that worked at, the strip clubs to be able to do all the pole dances and the moves, and where they can go all the way up the pole with just using their butt cheeks and shit like that, upside down and shit like that, and twirling around just, using one leg or some shit like that we could never, ever, ever do without busting our ass and needing some fucking paramedics. But now shit is different because people is putting these poles in their houses. I'm too old. People's putting these poles in these houses, and that's what they're doing. And they're practicing and stuff. And so, and they taking these classes, and they cooking and this and that, and they getting all this shit done, and this and that and the other. And so the competition is stiff. Someone finding out that, other people is making it seem like, hey, I can give you everything you need, Big Daddy. All you got to do is just say the name, Daddy, because they want to get this money, but they don't realize this money comes with a price. Big Daddy like, okay, yeah, I'm going to give you this. And somebody think, oh, after all this time, me and Herbert, we was together for so long. And I felt like once I left, I would never find anybody to replace him. I needed him to pay the bill. I mean, to love me properly. Yeah, I needed that. But I found somebody, Mr. Jimmy. Thank goodness I found Mr. Jimmy. So she just don't know that the whole dating world is different. It's a whole new cycle out there. She don't realize she may look good. She may look young still, like she got it going on. Like who wouldn't go with that? You know? But truth of the matter is shit changed. Truth of the matter is maybe she should sit this one out. Truth of the matter is maybe she should think of a new gig, something else that she can actually compete with or win. Because, she needs some money. She needs some money fast. Because her shit is falling faster than the need for some fucking money. So that's why she trying to think and she trying to put on she just got her teeth whitened and shit. Got her a new push-up bra that added an extra cup and shit. Bought some panties with a little pad in the back to make it look like your butt is a little bit bigger, and lifts. She even bought them jeans that have that lifting material for the butt. She spent some money now. She spent some money. Trust and believe. But she knows she need that money. But the thing is, like I said, she spent the money. You spend money to make money. But see, she wasn't looking like she was going out there to try and make money. She was looking like she going out there for somebody to meet her so that they can fall in love and they can take care of her. That's where the problem came in. The first one. With the Five of Swords, how the fuck she was thinking. That's the first problem. See, she didn't think that if she did this, then it would work against her for whatever reason. With the Ten of Swords, she didn't think it was going to be something that would work against her. Why would she think that? I mean, her last relationship was however long. All she did was show some thigh, push the girls together, bend over, shake them and show some cleavage, and the motherfucker was hooked. She stroked his ego a couple times. He was hooked. Like, how different could it possibly be in 42 years? Like, seriously. But listen, somebody needs some money because their little savings account is going down. Their savings account is going down. And their house is starting to need repairs. Yep. So they're trying to really think about things. They are. They want to think about who they can get with that's smart, but also got money. Like, what kind of person they can get with that's smart, they got money? Like, would it be like, because it has to be somebody with some type of degree or something so that they can have some certain type of lifestyle. As far as like being able to reason, meaning, does she love me? Does she not love me? She ain't looking for all that shit. She ain't looking for all that shit. She just looking for somebody who got a good job and a degree who can afford her lifestyle and make her feel comfortable. She don't need you trying to figure out if she really like you or nothing. Don't go that far. She'll let you know what the fuck it is that you need to know. But yeah, right now somebody, it's like they're trying to. It's like they are trying to move forward, with this whole like maybe they want to move in relationship type of thing. They trying to move forward. We gonna get together. We gonna move forward. We gonna do because it's like really they're in fear. They're in fear that you're gonna go and get somebody else or somebody, the other person would go get somebody else, and then that would knock them all off balance, and they would like, really be fucking them up if you left them, because then their money's already funny, and if you leave them, then they ain't gonna have shit. But I think this is part of God's plan. I think that God wants this person to go out and get a job. Get a job so that they can have balance within themselves, balance within their own life, and not have to worry about depending on somebody else to fund their life. Spirit said, cut that bullshit out. Spirit said, cut that bullshit out. Stop that. Spirit said, your ass is not that young looking anymore. Cut it out. Cut it out, Gertrude. You was hot back in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, but this is 2025. I don't know, girl. I know that you got you a BBL and some fake breasts. I get that. But girl, come on. Yeah. I feel like the community has made a judgment call regarding something that's going on with this person, with the 10 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like everybody's talking about what somebody did with the 10 of Wands. I'm telling you, Empress. I'm telling you, Empress. Yeah, they talking about this Empress, how she was trying to get out there. Check shit out. Look, girl, let me tell you something. Yes, the 80s, the 90s, 2000, early 2000s, that was good years. But, on the inside, we always feel the same. But on the outside, we don't look the same. We don't look the same. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We don't. But see, she knows she needs some money quickly, but she ain't talking about it. She just hoping that if she shows some thigh to somebody out there, somebody gonna be like, I want that. I want that. Hey, Diane. Mm-hmm. She hoping. Mm-mm. Telling you. Somebody they're trying to move fast because they know that wheel of fortune, that wheel is turning in the opposite direction. It's starting to move backwards. They trying to move fast. They trying to get some. They like, damn. Well, I need something. I need some money. I need some money. I need some money. I need some money. They're starting to panic. But see, they're panicking because everybody found out what they did, and that's why they like, we don't want that. Nobody, people. I'm telling you, People are like, we do not want that shit. No, no, no. Get away from us with that shit. We don't want to work with you. We don't want this opportunity. We don't want nothing. No, because you sat here and caused all this problems and created all this conflict where there was none. Now, now you want some help. Now you want some help with some and you know somebody to give you some assistance, a cup of love. Whereas you had somebody that was in a relationship, a committed relationship or something like that. Somebody left somebody or did something. Yeah, and somebody's having to face the truth of what they have done. How they caused a conflict within somebody's family. Yep, yep, yep. But you know what? That shit is going right back around. What's the message? Ooh, look, and everybody sees that you are a star. And this person, they tried to hide. They tried to hide and maybe go into Never Never Land so that they wouldn't have to deal with it. They are not able to. No, but people are not allowing them to go in and escape from reality. People are keeping it very real with this person. People are keeping it very real with this person, saying, hey, you created this conflict. You created a conflict between these two people where there was none. And now somebody is trapped in this situation, a situation that they created. They stuck in this cycle and they want to get out, but they cannot. Everybody knows exactly all the pain that somebody purposely caused someone else. And justice is here. And let me tell you something, justice is not showing any mercy. Oh my gosh. Justice is not showing any mercy. Yeah, them good old days, that shit is dead. Justice said, oh no, 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 no. Justice said, oh no. Get the long leather belts. Not the 52-inch. Get the 183-inch leather belts with the whip like end on it. The one with the real big buckle. Yeah, that one that I like to wrap around my hand a couple times, make it look kind of like a leather Q-tip, and then commence to whooping somebody's ass. Get that one. Someone is like, I'm thinking that this is going to hurt. Yeah, this about to zap your ass. You about to learn today and tomorrow, but you're gonna learn it all today. But tomorrow you're gonna know. Tomorrow you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, ooh, where I sure did learn yesterday. I sure did learn yesterday. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Somebody gonna be able to wake up in the morning and say, good golly, but Molly, I sure did learn yesterday. Damn. If I done learned, keep my nose out of everybody else's motherfucking business, I know I didn't learn nothing. I know if I done learned that shit, I didn't learn a damn thing. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I learned. I sure did. Yesterday, let me tell you, when they brought me back with them smelling salts, first thing I started talking about was everything I had learned that I remembered right before I passed the fuck out, and was happy and glad that I was able to pass out because I needed that rest. I sure did. I needed that rest. I learned my lesson. I learned. What's the message? What is the message? Somebody knows they trying to hide. People was like, "Where you going? Get your ass over here. You ain't hiding. We not hiding. We not just diverting. We not doing that. Anything else in the stack? Mm-hmm. Somebody's trapped in fear. They know you about to get a new love. They know you about to get a new love. This person is trapped in fear. All because they wanted they wanted to knock you off your game for whatever reason. For some shit that happened in the past. Yeah, because this person, it's like they was trying to step to you, like in that player mode. You wasn't feeling it. And just because you was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not feeling it. You know, you was like, I'm not really into people with their eyebrows that long and shit. You know, but hey, I hear so and so loves them. It's just that I don't. You know, since then somebody been after you, not in a good way. Not in a good way. They've been trying to cause conflict and mayhem ever since you told somebody. Boy, that got to be an ugly feeling not to be able to take no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Somebody caused like this emperor to have some type of skewed vision of you. Yeah. Like they cause this emperor to have this skewed vision of you, like you're not as generous as you are. But everybody knows you are. That's the whole thing. Everybody knows how you are. Yes, you make good investment choices, good, sound investment, you have victory. So it's like, why is this like a shock? I don't understanding. Yeah, I'm not understanding. And that's why somebody's realizing that somebody threw out some shit to affect how they looked at you and how they looked at what you did and how hardworking that you were. They didn't want you to look like this. They wanted someone to put an end to the way they saw you, or the relationship, so that you felt the loss. You didn't feel the loss. Spirit told you, walk away from that bullshit. In fact, don't even walk. Run away from that bullshit. Because you felt guided. You felt guided to leave, and you left. So then this person realized at that point it was the action that they took that fucked up their stability, not yours. Okay? Mm-hmm. 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 Damn. That's too bad. Anything else? Mm-mm. I think I believe it there. Yeah, just continue to lead with compassion and diplomacy. Oh, wait, this the king and queen of cups. Okay, something about this relationship. Hmm. Hmm. Somebody's starting to understand how they got stuck, how they made the wrong choice. Now it's like they had to come with clarity, with truth. They had to find somebody had to finally admit the truth. Someone had to finally admit the truth. Hmm. Yeah. After they finally admitted the truth, That's whenever that hold that spirit had put on their money, that's when that hold was let go. Yep, yep. So, spirit had to put a hold on somebody's money until they could finally admit the truth. And the truth being how they did you wrong. The truth being what they did to you. The truth being why they did it. And the truth being you did not ever deserve this. This is why this person understands now the truth being that God is very displeased with them. They still have some growing to do. They still have some lessons to learn. This person may not ever contact you to apologize to you. And if so, if that's the case, trust me, they want to. But God is so busy keeping them occupied, they can't. But trust me, they're having that conviction of spirit. This is something that they're going to have to atone for. And it may not be just one lifetime or 2 lifetimes. They may have to atone for this several lifetimes just to repay this karma. We got to be careful in those spiritual streets. We don't know somebody's ranking. We don't know who they are just by us looking at them. We can't tell by the clothes that they're wearing who they may be. Talk about fucking around and finding out. This person fucked around for so long, and they know that find out is going to be longer than that fuck around stage. Spirit is showing this person, if you ever think about fucking around again, I'm going to fuck you up even more. Hey Ragnarok, how are you? Yes, indeed. But you know what we say on this channel? Get 'em, spirit. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me with the part 1 and the part 2. Like I said, if you haven't seen the part 1, go back and watch that. We struck a nerve tonight. We heard that hit dog holla. We don't care. All right, y'all. Love you. See you in the morning. Good night.